Hello, fellow Whovians. Welcome to another edition of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil, and today, where have you been? If you don't know that this has happened, we are celebrating the 60th anniversary trailer that was just released this past weekend, and we will be showing it to you live here, and you'll be getting your reaction. You'll be getting our reaction to the trailer, as well as your chats when we get into this a little bit later on. And during the show, we're going to be introducing you to our new host, Jessamine. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Well, are you just being kind, or are you Jessamine? Jessamine.
Yeah,
right?
Jessamine, but yeah.
Jessamine.
I mean, just call us Jess. It'd be easier.
I know. I try to get people's names right, but I suck at it so badly there. So we're going to be introducing our new panelists in just a moment, but I'm going to be introducing all of our guests. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, we'll be showing to you in just a few moments. We just saw the release of the 60th anniversary trailer, and we want to get everybody's take on it, what you thought, what our panelists have thought. But without further ado, let me go ahead and remove the screen, as Melanie tells me. And she's actually in the chats too, so she's going to give me the hardest time out here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Let me go ahead and introduce our cast, and we're going to save our new host for last. Without further ado, speaking of the holidays, there is Mark Muncy from Erie Travels. How you doing, sir?
Good. Busy season. You know, it's spooky
I know
season,
you.
So.
I know you've got. What? You're not in Florida anymore, right?
No, I'm in North Carolina now. I'm in Western North Carolina, and I just did the Virginia Buchanan Library for Bigfoot Fest. We just did the Mothman Festival a week before that, and then I'll be down for Spookalla, and I'm speaking at the Tampa Theater on Sunday the 15th and the St. Pete History Museum on October 12th. So I'll be doing some Florida stuff while I'm down there. So.
And practically everybody check out Erie Travels on the YouTube channel, as well as his books Erie, Florida, and a plethora of Erie stuff that Mark's been putting out there. And he might be at a local convention.
Yeah, we're doing conventions all over now, not just Florida. So the Erie Travels podcast is on twice a week from Spotify. Thank you for those who are listening and making us number one with a bullet. So thank you. And but I am a Whovian at heart, and that's why I'm here. So.
There you go. Speaking of number one with a bullet, I have no idea where I was going with that, but there you go, Kevo. Really, there's your segue. Kevo really with X's for Show and Husbands talking more or less. Kevo, how you doing? Thanks for coming back, brother.
Yeah, doing good. Everybody's traveling right now. My husband and I are actually up at the inn that is owned by our show's co-host, TK. He owns an inn up in Portland, Maine. And so I am currently at my travel setup. I was staying in the green room. I don't care for it. All the screens are too small, and I'm getting too old for this. I need my big screens and my comfy chair. I love being up here. It's a beautiful inn, but I miss my stuff. I'm a diva. What can I say?
Is that a gargle? Is that a Disney gargle t-shirt you're wearing?
Yeah, it is. Heck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Epic.
Oh,
it was the nerdiest thing I could think to wear for this.
That's pretty good.
We did an episode about the Disney Afternoon a few months ago. Yeah.
I just like the fact that the Next Generation team had work for a while after.
Oh my god, so many. And I didn't used to be a Trekkie. I was a Gargoyles fan before I was a Trekkie. So now I'm a Trekkie, and I'm going back, and I really care when I hear, LeVar Burton is only in one episode, but I care now.
Yeah.
When you went back, did you notice that some of the voices were like, that sounds familiar? I don't know where that came from, but that sounds familiar.
Yeah, there were definitely some surprises. Like Cole Meany is in an episode, and that one I definitely wouldn't have recognized him. Like everyone knows who Brent Spiner is, sure, but Cole Meany when you're a kid, I didn't know who O'Brien was if I didn't know Star Trek. No offense, O'Brien.
Well, we want to say hi to all our team out there. Jim Barr, I think that's a welcome back to Jim Barr out there. Mike, hi to you both. Oh, Tasty Cakes himself, the Reverend Amagon. You can check him out. He does his videos when he feels like he does it there. Nico Bat is here. Got a lot of people saying hello there, Roger. Thank you. Yeah, Roger told me he was going to be coming into the chats, and here he is. So everybody say hello to each other, and in just a moment you're going to be saying hello to Jess out there. So thank you for all of you joining us, and in just a moment we will be showing the trailer. And Roger says, I enjoyed it more than the other two trailers. Okay. Oh, Shirley. Hey, Pandorica. The Pandorica restaurant in New York. How you doing there, Shirley?
Love it.
Hey. Whenever I get my butt up there, I'm going to be doing it up there. And speaking of getting my
great place.
Hello, Nick Smith. How you doing?
Oh, my
Hello from Nashville.
Yeah, that's going to be my
Christian, you're the master of segues, I swear.
So good tonight. I'm enjoying the chats. The comments are great. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about this trailer. And really just I'm checking out the chats. I like it when
everybody's chatting
pop up. There's a Martian in my shed, that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun.
There's Melanie. She's in the chat, just making sure that I go back. Yeah. And Awesome Joe, how you doing there?
Keeping us on time, Awesome Joe.
Yeah, exactly. We're on time. Sorry. That's how we roll. Speaking of on time, for the UK, we are bringing in the Candyman himself.
Hey guys.
Oh, wait a minute. What just happened there? Okay. There we go.
No, I'm just looking around.
Mark, what? Come on.
No. Go back to Mark Muncy for a moment.
Okay, I will go back to Mark Muncy.
He's got a prop.
I know it's going. Yeah, this is what's happening.
I see what's coming.
All right, okay. I really need to teach you how to wear a beret. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait. What's he doing wrong?
He's just wrong.
I think you're on mute, Mark.
See the badge at least.
Right. Cap over right eye.
Yeah, you're on mute, brother.
Yeah, you're on mute, Mark.
I can't unmute. I can't unmute.
All right, and on the right eye, like that.
Yeah,
like that.
Google it.
Better.
Yeah.
Right,
I'll give you personal instructions later on.
Some people are hat people.
Hey, Dan. Oh my goodness! Well, you just give up over there.
Are we keeping the camera on me for a while then? All right. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Nice
Well,
to see you.
well,
Happy Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween,
beard
bring back the candy man. Here we go.
Bring back
How
the
you doing,
Candyman.
Mark?
Yeah, I have a
Exactly.
bugbear with berets and not wearing correctly, especially.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you have a beret on you right now? Do you have a beret in the area?
Not
Not
on
on
me
it right now.
Oh,
Not
okay.
on
Well,
me
no, I
right
wanted to
now.
see what it'd look like when it's on there proper.
I get you. I'm with you.
I'm sure I can send a photograph over.
At the
That-
commercial.
whatever.
At the commercial.
At the
At the
commercial. Okay,
commercial.
at the
At the
commercial.
commercial, I'll see what I can do.
Two of you are going to show us how to put in a beret. He wore a
The main
uniform.
point
Nice.
is my head's too
But
big.
yeah, this is another British sweet perspective from the UK.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Speaking of which, another sweet British perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jess from the UK herself. She is also from the UK. How you doing, Jess?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. You were in Florida for a while.
I was, yeah.
How did everything go?
Yeah, no, I got back. Was it now a week ago? Just about. So yeah, no, I had a really good time. It's hard not to when you're in Florida with Disney and Universal. So no, it was brilliant. Weather was great. Just, people were lovely. Just
Good.
2 magical weeks.
Gotcha. There. So you did Halloween. You did like me. You did Halloween Horror Nights, and unfortunately, my pass ran out as of this past weekend. But it was good for a month, and we got still a few more videos and pictures of the Traveling TARDIS, as you can see here in the picture of it, and its adventures going around to Halloween Horror Nights. And Jess, there's at one point I would like for you and a couple other people. We're going to have a special episode to talk about Halloween Horror Nights, even though no affiliation with Comcast or Universal Studios, but it has Halloween is just as big for Halloween Horror Nights for the Traveling TARDIS, as you can tell. And this icon right here, I think, what was it? Dr. Oddfellow, I think, was the main mascot there. So
He was, yeah. Yeah, he was good.
Awesome there. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, and keep it about. And if you have any questions for Jess, by all means, Jess, where do you reside in the UK?
Well, I'm currently in the southwest. So it's a little place called Somerset.
Okay.
Most people probably haven't heard of it, but if you've heard of Glastonbury, you know, the music festival.
I'd like to pretend and say yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not too far from there.
But Jess, you haven't really got a Somerset accent, have you?
I don't know. No, I don't.
Where's your accent from? If the people who watch Doctor Who, you might recognise that accent being with the last series of one of the guys who was called John Bishop.
Yeah, or more notably Paul McGann. Yeah, so my family's from Liverpool. I mean, my whole family's Scousers, so that's where I get it from. It's from them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guilty as charged in that one.
And who's the doctor you started with? How did you get into Doctor Who?
Oh, so my doctor was Eccleston back in 2005.
Okay, so you started with the what do they call? Not reboot. What is the proper name for it?
I always think of it as New Who.
New Who.
Okay, we'll call it. You started
But
with
now,
New
yeah.
Who.
It would be more relaunch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me dad grew up with Hartnell. My mum grew up with Tom Baker, and then just sort of when it came back, my parents were like, "You probably like this," and then I was hooked ever since. I remember sitting down watching Rose when it first came out, and just ever since, not looked back.
Okay, so if you were familiar with Doctor Who, this wasn't a new thing, or you just came into it. You were. Who's your favorite Doctor?
Everyone asks me this. It's really hard to tell.
Well, that's being part for the movie and then being on this show.
It can be a long answer.
I mean, I like them all for different reasons, but I'm torn to say. Well, I like Paul McGann. I like Patrick Troughton, but I got to go Matt Smith.
Okay.
Okay, good answers.
All right.
But I like them all. Like, they're all for different reasons. Like, you know, the reason why I like Troughton is different to why I like Eccleston, different to why I like McCoy. You know, it's all different. But yeah, I probably have to go with Matt Smith.
Gotcha there. Oh my God, the chats are just exploding. Everybody's saying hi to each other and hand pink waving.
I thought
Tom,
what
it's an emoji. It's an emoji.
Really well.
Oh, okay. I guess StreamYard doesn't do emojis. Hello, Edward. Thanks for joining us down there in the house. Actually, the restaurant. Yeah, I need to check out that place. I hope to get up there. It's called the Bandorka Restaurant. If you are in the New York or the New England area, check it out. It's a gorgeous restaurant from what I've seen. I have not been in it yet, but the menu is full of Doctor Who stuff, fish fingers, and custard. You want to go out there and tell Shirley I said hi when you go out and visit her out there. So my God, everybody. And I think this is a new person. Renee, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. In just a few moments, I'm going to be running the trailer. But without further ado, we're going to get, if you're not familiar how we rate the episodes and the trailers and everything we do, if you're new here, we go from 1 to 10, 1 being extremely bad, 10 being extremely awesome, and then the numbers in between. And if you're more than, he says, believe LeVar Burton, I believe, that did the Reading Rainbow. Yeah, that's the same guy. Oh, yeah. So if you want to put your ratings into the chat now, you're more than welcome to. Holy cow. Hello, everybody. This is when I need Melanie or David at this moment. And David's actually doing his show after our show. So stick around. You get to see Dave's stuff. But in just a moment, we're going to go ahead and play the trailer. Now, for those of you who love Jess being our new co-host, please go ahead and put a thumbs up, put a like right now out there. And Andrew says, I was impressed. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hide yours for a second because we're gonna go ahead and put the trailer on right now, and then we're gonna go to a commercial break. So stand by. Here goes nothing, and hopefully this works. Here we go. We're gonna get a bit smaller there. And if you haven't heard the trailer, do me a favor, Nick, if you can hear the trailer, give me a thumbs up as soon as I play this. Because for whatever reason, I can't hear it. You ready? And away we go.
Well, yeah, you can see it's choppy.
Those are lovely. And it's gone. I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost?
Can you hear it at all, or is it not coming through?
Yeah.
It's going to be just a bit choppy.
I've got this friend called Donna Noble.
Oh, okay.
I had to wipe
It's got the captions on either way.
If she remembers me, she will die. So what happens next?
Yeah, I see them.
Crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in.
What the hell? We've got a bloody Martian in the shed!
Oh, here we go again. I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble. And I've got a memory.
Is it me? Has his head gotten taller?
After a very long
His hair
time,
gotten taller.
something's coming back.
Are they?
Better than it did in 2013.
There's something so bad the TARDIS ran away.
Yes.
We go and kick its ass!
Tate Lethbridge
And it took over Stark Towers.
do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?
Something entered this world.
Oh, but he is recognizing me. Who is he?
The one who waits.
I just want to know what they're doing in Azrael show.
Why does it have to be this? Your fight is with me!
I don't know if I can save your life this time.
Worldwide premiere.
Oh, who's that?
Yes.
Don't forget to click.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. Blah blah blah. So there you go, folks. That is the official trailer that came out this weekend. We're going to be reviewing it, but for stick around because when we return, we're going to talk more about our reviews of this trailer, and we're going to get you in the chats as well, and some other surprises that are coming up. So we'll be right back. Please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and again, we'll be right back. I can't find the commercial break.
The big red button, Christian. The big red
right
button.
there.
It's the other big red button.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night, we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Oh, brilliant! It's hard to believe that in the 56-year history of the greatest sci-fi television show in the English language, there has never been a fan guide to Doctor Who. The official books might give you what they think you need to know, but only a guide written by a true fan will give you what you really want to know. Join Whovian, the brilliant Mackenzie Flaw, as she takes you on an intensive journey inside the world of the first female Doctor. In the Binge Watcher's Guide to Doctor Who, Season 11. Right, let's get a shift on.
Jake Collins has been launched into the stratosphere by the popular social media app Yin Yang.
I just think it's incredible that someone from our hometown we knew so well.
That's my holy
ground. You are the closest thing this town has to a hero.
I'm still just Jake.
Give me the TARDIS. Now. Give me the TARDIS. Now. Give it here. Down it, demon. Power of Christ compels you to give me that damn TARDIS. All right. All right.
Oh, there we go. Have you subscribed yet to The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, both on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel? Because the 31 Days of Halloween begins October 1st and will be running to the end of the month. And that's where you want to. So subscribe here to the YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. And 31 days of all the terrible, tiny things that the Traveling TARDIS has had. We're going to have videos. We're going to have shots from new places that the Traveling TARDIS will be visiting, and we have a special announcement in our next set of commercials, so you want to stick around for that as we continue our review of the 60th anniversary trailer and introducing our new co-host, Jess from the UK down there. We're back with Jess, Nick, the Mechanic Man himself, Mark, the other Mark Muncie, and Kevo from Husbands Talking More or Less, an Access Force show. So without further ado, as we go into order, we start with the lowest number first on the trailer. And don't forget to get into your chats. I'm going to do my best. But if you want to see how fast I can get with those chats, throw your numbers in there. Tell us what you thought. And for we're going to be starting with our lowest number. It's actually a tie. So without further ado, I'm going to start with you, Mr. Mark Muncie. You gave it a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought here.
No.
It's not working, so we'll just let the hair go crazy today. So
there you go.
No, I don't know what the heck was going on with that trailer. I mean, I loved parts of it. I mean, they pulled the right emotional strings that they want to for a 60th anniversary, but then there were so many callbacks to things they did, like the helicopter pulling the TARDIS. They did that in the 50th. There was, Kate Lethbridge Stewart again. She was just there an episode ago. So I did like the Stark Tower
That's what I'm calling it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It starts
like,
out
well, now
there.
what happened? Why it hasn't been in Marvel for a little bit now that Disney's bought both of them. Now they're getting that Disney money. All I saw was more new unit stuff to collect. No, I also was like, all right, so we're getting Donna's back. That was great. How's she gonna learn all this? And then spoilers, she's learned, that she's got her memory back because she's talking about the TARDIS and all that. So I honestly wanted it to be more of a trailer and a teaser than here's everything that's going to happen in the next few episodes. I did enjoy Beep the Meep, but that is a very obscure character, and I think that was there just for to show, hey, we've got a bigger budget, we've got a cute character to throw in. So and that's like I said, there's a lot of fan service without and giving a little too much away at certain times. So that's why it was not let's face it, I the only 10 trailer I ever did was for Phantom Menace. And if all we had ever done was watch that trailer for Phantom Menace, it would have been great. But no, they had to come out with the movie later and ruin it. But that was probably the best trailer ever. And then this is, it's good. It's just not great.
Okay, so I mean, did this trailer give you like, if this were a trailer like for a movie or something like that, would you want to watch the movie, or kind of like,
this wasn't a deal breaker. Like I said, it's definitely not below a 5. It was higher end because, like I said, there was enough member berries and things like that to make me go, ooh, David Tennant, gonna be fun and all this. And then the whole thing with Shooty at the end, was like, okay, well, we know this is going to be a short deal. So I think we got pieces from 3 episodes. I get that. And you have to throw that into a minute and a half. But I think I would have been happier with just a trailer for the first one. Let's just kind of build up. But I think they just wanted to throw all 3 in and give us one big trailer so that way they could run this over and over again through Christmas.
What were you expecting in the trailer? Let me just say that. Not coming in. Let's say you hadn't seen the trailer yet. And you were given a chance to talk to RTD. What would you want into this trailer?
I would have made it more, mystery. Let's show bits. Let's show, just a few seconds, little things. I mean, show the unit building, but you don't need to see them dragging the TARDIS there in a helicopter. Show, the TARDIS disappearing, or show the Celestial Toy Maker, as we now know, show those bits like they did for the teasers. They were doing really well with the teasers, I thought. But then, like I said, they just hammered it with the cuteness and this and this and this and this. And I just, for me, it turned me off. I would have said, Russell, let's just make it, let's show, not tell. Let's just do little bits. Let's show certain characters that we know have already leaked out. Let's do all that. And I would not have put Shooty in at all because we hopefully, we get 3 episodes of David Tennant. Why is he in this trailer when he should be the surprise at the end? But, I guess.
So you're worried that these are the best bits, that there won't be bigger moments that are reserved.
I mean, because that's and then when some of your bits like this fall flat, which I think a few of them do, if you can't get enough good stuff to fit 1 minute and make it exciting, and then you have a couple bits that fall flat, that's not a good sign. So for 3 hours or more of television, they're coming up. So that concerns me a little bit. So that's why I had to taper it down. Was it 7? Still solid. And just a couple bits fell flat. I thought Beep the Meat fell a little flat for me, but that was it. So.
My biggest worry about any trailer, especially when it comes to like a movie trailer, is I get the whole story right there in 5 minutes.
And I think we got bits of it. We know Donna's going to get her memory back, and it's not going to kill her. That's not good.
But maybe that's the appeal. It's like, okay, if she's not supposed to remember things, how does she remember him?
Yeah.
And how
I thought that first little bit where they were trying to hide him from her, there's like a couple bits of that in that trailer. If they had kept that up through the whole thing, I think I would have loved it 10 times more. And I think, like I said, if they just done a trailer for whatever the first special is gonna, be, Night of the Star Beast, I think is the first one. If they just done a trailer for that, and then we do a trailer for the second one, and then we do the trailer for the third one, I think it would have been 1,000 times better. So.
Gotcha.
I think they wanted to let people know that the Doctor and Donna would be interacting, though. I get
Mhm.
where you're coming
Yes, I
from
get
and
that
wanting
too.
to keep it a
Yeah.
mystery, but from an ad point of view, they wanted to know, come back, you get to see them together this time.
Again, member berries. Hey, look, you get to see, all this is going back, and they're going to unit, and they're going to do this. They're going to fight monsters. It's great, but it's at least there were no Daleks in the trailer, so yeah.
I think
that's all they ever throw in a 50th anniversary, 40th anniversary. Daleks. Remember the Daleks? They're great. Here they are. So
Get some Zygons.
Those viewers.
I want to say hi to some new folks who I don't believe haven't seen in previous episodes. Trekpedia, Jonathan Franks, Miranda Sirtis, and I think Michael Dorn have all been in the Gargoyle Seal. I think it's truly
And
right. I think
more.
everybody's with that. And we got somebody new that I haven't seen here before. So just in case, Holton, welcome. The Doctor Who music does get my heart racing, but the new Doctor picks seemed wrong to me in just messaging service. All right, well, I see what you got there. Hang on one second. Let me go ahead and get a few reviews in. First, we're going to start with Andrew Morris. Andrew says, I was impressed by the trailer. I do hope that the 3 specials show a few things. It's one, it celebrates the best of the 60 years of Doctor Who. It has a great story that's compelling. Well, that's all we can ask for in good writing. 3, we see lots of good scenes with the Doctors, Guardians of the Edge. I'm curious why that's from Power of the Doctor. Yeah. I'm just curious. Everybody's pointing to that. Maybe they do come back. Number 4, we have a proper regeneration into the 15th Doctor, and 5 sets up for the new series. Yeah. Because one of the questions that just kind of baffled me, and this has been just an ongoing thing, is just the Doctor goes, I don't know who I am anymore. And for the last Capaldi and Matt Smith, he's been a good man. A good man goes to war, and then Capaldi comes in and said, am I a good man? I'm like, did we just answer the question during that? Yeah. So, I'm looking, the trailer, looking forward to it. So there you go out there. Roger, if only Halloween could be as big as Christmas, Christian, but we get to watch or stream Shooty and Millie for the first, didn't know that rhymed, Shooty and Millie, for the first Christmas special on Christmas Day this year. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's a thank you, Russell T, for bringing back the Christmas episode, and that's a great Christmas present for all the Whovians out there. So next up is
so just a thing. If we're getting 3 specials and we're getting a Christmas Day and we know that the next season is going to be in the spring, April, springtime of 2024, so that would suggest to me that one of these 3 episodes will fall on Christmas Day. Mathematically,
I really thought they were going to do something bizarre, like I'm just making this up in as far as the parameters: a Thanksgiving Day special, a Christmas special, and a New Year's Eve special. But we still don't know the actual time frame. Meaning that are they going to have all 3 episodes in one sitting? Are they just
my impression was 3 specials in November, and then this Christmas will be a 4th special with Ruby and the 15th Doctor, and then we get an 8-episode series in spring.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, are they going to be like, on weeks against each other? Are they going to be on the same night? Are they going to be Tuesday, Wednesday? That's what I don't know.
It's the BBC. We won't know until the week before it airs.
Normally the BBC schedule, I keep on checking up on the schedule. It's about 3 weeks in advance.
Okay.
2 to 3 weeks.
Jess and Mark, you could probably
3 weeks of what?
Yeah, so Jess and Mark, you could probably answer this question. There were people hitting me, and the official Facebook page on this, and coming from the Doctor Who Facebook page, I had to post this, and I wanted to make sure I got it right, because what they said in their practically quote unquote, it's going to be on BBC iPlayer and it's going to be on Disney Plus for everybody else outside the UK. But people were asking me, is it going to be on BBC Prime? Is it going to be on the actual BBC? And I just sat there and like, I don't know. That they didn't say that. They said BBC iPlayer. So I'm assuming there, the difference between BBC iPlayer and BBC are different. But is it going to show up on the?
Yeah, it will show up. It will definitely show up on BBC One.
They're just plugging iPlayer. They do that a lot. They'll just plug iPlayer for some reason, and they won't mention BBC One. But it should. I don't want to jinx it, but it should air on BBC. And
I'm just making sure because there was a posting. They were announcing that Neil Patrick Harris was the toy maker, and I practically pasted and copied toy maker, and everybody was jumping on me, going, "That's Celestial toy maker." I'm like, no, they said toy maker.
Yeah,
they said toy maker. I'm putting toy maker.
Sorry, Christian. The best way to describe how BBC One is and BBC iPlayer. BBC iPlayer is your streaming and catch-up service for BBC channels.
Yeah, right. It's the same thing. What is it? I'm maybe exaggerating. Disney Channel versus Disney Plus.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can see all the stuff on Disney Plus, but Disney Channel is the one that's running it.
Yeah. And that's the same thing with BBC. So in the UK, we've got BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three, BBC Four.
But they just didn't say that in their posting. That was my concern.
And the other thing,
there with you with the Austin Powers. Right there with you.
And the other thing as well, that the BBC channels are regional. So BBC One is a regional channel.
Okay.
So what I might see in Essex may be completely different to what Jess might see.
Okay. There's one thing I want to make sure that we explain to everybody. We will not be getting it on BBC America. In fact, last year, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the beginning of this year, I think, it was on their Twitch, or now X, that BBC America said they were no longer going to be doing Doctor Who. In fact, they said goodbye. So it will not be premiering, and I'm sure that has to do something with streaming on Disney Plus, that it is going to be solely Disney Plus outside of the UK. Which I guess I'm happy that I got that.
Bad robot money going in.
Commander Candyman has spoken there.
Yes.
Speaking of which, our next guest, our next person who is going to be reviewing, who also said 7, is Mr. Nick from the Cosmic Mask. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
7.
If it was just for fans, I would give it an 11. Or higher, but I'm always, when we approach these things, I try to look at it from a person's point of view who's never seen this show, who doesn't know what it is, and I always want the show to bring in more people. I want it to, just grow in popularity. So that's why I'm giving it a 7, and also I agree with a lot of what Mark was saying about, it giving stuff away. I want to know as little as possible. And I spoke to at least one person today who watched the trailer because he doesn't want any spoilers.
Right.
I was a little disappointed to find out who the toy maker was because, I liked all the fan theories. People were guessing who it might be. Maybe it's someone else. But with this given away, now fans are coming up with new theories about different things, which is really fun. So the trailer does a really good job of building excitement. It's very cinematic. It doesn't give away the whole farm. It doesn't tell us everything, just enough to keep us going. And, also watching it, I'm comparing it to the build up to the 20th anniversary or the 50th anniversary. We don't have the same momentum. So he doesn't have as much to work with.
Yeah.
But he's using what he has to try and build up that excitement. I do like the continuity with Moffat and Chibnall's era. We've got Kate Stewart. We've got some characters coming back. Just makes me feel like I didn't waste my time watching all those shows, that it's all connected so I can see what happens next. I love that they're including Beep the Meat. But first I thought I already know this story, but I feel like they're going to twist it around a little bit, judging by the trailer. So that's fun. That's the first Doctor Who comic I ever read. I was 7 years old, and I read the last chapter of Beat the Meat. And it had a great twist. And I thought, that is the best, one of the best comics I've ever read. I love it.
Yeah, that was amazing. Reading that as a kid just blew me away.
Yeah. I love the ratings war. If you have BBC Audio, it's a 6 Doctor and Beat the Meat. And it's not even that long, but it's funny as heck, and especially I love the characterization of Beat the Meat, that you actually get to hear him talking and interacting with the 6th Doctor. So it was really cool out there. Speaking of coolness, we'll be right back. We're going to get to your chats, and I know you guys are giving me a challenge. I wish because there's a lot of chats and a lot of opinions out there. And when we return, please continue to stay logged on, tune in. We will continue our review of the 60th anniversary trailer in just a moment. Stand by, guys. We'll be right back.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
For November the 14th, Phantasmagoria will be returning to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS to do a holiday special. If you haven't seen Phantasmagoria, we actually have able to stream on our YouTube and Facebook pages. You can see Phantasmagoria for their Christmas and Halloween special, and they've been busy this month for Phantasmagoria 14, Tales of the Undead. If you're here in Florida, you can check them out at Ocala, Tampa, here in Orlando at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. I'll be taking place at the end of October and November. It is just an amazing sight to see these guys, and they do a nice little show for us. Again, mark your calendars. November 14th, Phantasmagoria will be doing a special holiday treat, which is actually going to combine the horrors of Halloween and Christmas. That's what Lord Byron has told me. So this is going to be an interesting feat, and I would love to see what they pull off with. Plus, next week, we are doing the foodie special. We're doing the Canadian foodie special for Thanksgiving in Canada. So next week, we're going to be doing and putting out our favorite treats in a geekdom sort of way. So if you're not familiar with our foodie specials, you'll definitely want to come next week, get some ideas, get some recipes, and tell us about your favorite foodies. Definitely, surely you need to come on to this show. Welcome back to the Legend of Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. We are reviewing the 60th anniversary trailer. Next one up is... Well, you got to save the best for last. Our next one up is, you know what? Let's bring in the other Mark. Candyman himself. Rated it at 8.
I absolutely loved it. I love the action. I love the explosive. It was like watching something like Michael Bay's explosion stuff on it. The guy with the unit soldier with an RPG rocket blowing up a truck, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we have to have explosions.
Yeah, however, be the grandson of Lytton or something. So.
Yeah. However, I have noticed a couple of mistakes. I'm not sure if anyone else has picked this up because not many people have mentioned it.
Okay.
Christian, if you bring up a photograph, the first photograph I show you.
Yes, I think it's this one.
Yeah. Right. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on your screen, but where the light is, it looks like some words. And when I first watched it on my phone, I thought that looks strange. It doesn't look right. So I rewatched it on my 4K TV. And if you put on the next slide up, please, Christian.
Yeah, got it.
That's what it actually says. And you can see that it's literally being imposed. So someone's actually imposed this workspace for people to infinite, connect, and to thrive. It's like, I don't know if this was meant to be here or whether or not this is actually a blooper. If anyone in the audience or panelists actually knows whether or not this was actually deliberate or someone in the art studio at BBC has added to this just for bonus points, please let me know. But you only see it for like half a second.
Yeah.
And no one's ever talked about it. And I was like,
is this an actual building or is this?
I think it's a CGI building. It's a CGI building.
It's a CGI building. Workspaces for people in innovate, connect.
I could see it being on purpose if it's some sort of weird futuristic workspace.
Unless this is underneath the unit base.
Yeah.
I do get some Shutterstock vibes from that though. So.
I wonder whether or not, with the Stark Tower, aka the unit building, when we land of the helicopter on the top, I wonder if this is the underneath.
Yeah.
And someone's got this and forgot to edit out that little bit in the trailer.
So this is like their motto over at Unit? You think this is what it
is?
No,
this is just literally
whatever the real building is that
Unit.
they superimposed on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. I have no earthly idea. I if you had not mentioned it, I would have just been like, okay, well, that's I guess that's a thing. And that's what I thought too. I saw something on the building, but it didn't look like words to me. But now that you pointed it out.
Yeah, I was just like, so that was like one of the things I've got. Yeah, okay, I've got to take a point down for that. And that's thing. A couple other bits, which I thought, okay, as you know, I do Unit. Me and Jess do a lot of Unit stories together, and when I watched the Unit trailer and saw that they got new Unit uniforms, so you know what, power of the Doctor Unit, Thunderbirds, that can go out of the way now. Yeah, not bothered with this, even though I spent time on this doing stuff like this. I'm not sure you can say.
I love that you already have it, man. That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
You're supposed to show Mark how to put the beret on.
Yeah, you got to show me.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll do that in the after party if he wants me to.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be there for the party.
The other thing as well, which I did do, if you put up, they also got another new Unit logo as well.
Right.
No, not that one.
That's so hot.
The building.
Oh, that's all I've got except for the.
Yeah. Oh, that's the. Yeah. You haven't got the other two ones.
No, I don't have them. I'm sorry. Either they didn't come through or something. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay.
I'll try to see if I can grab them.
Yeah. The other thing as well, which I noticed with on Kate Stewart, she's not wearing that anymore.
Yeah.
You got rid of that on this episode.
Yep.
So yeah, I've now have to go research all the uniform again for this new uniform outfit, which I've already had. I stopped outside one of the local shops, and this police officer was wearing the same uniform as what they was wearing in the new trailer. And so I asked him, "Oh, what's the model number of the uniform?" He came over to me. He looks like he was on a job as well, so he's a little bit like cautious. Who are you? What you doing? And I went, "Oh yeah, I'm a cosplayer, and I recognise that armor from like one of the shows I do." can you tell me your model number? So while he was just getting on a food break, he actually showed me the actual model number, which is what the tag was of that uniform, and that is the model number of the new unit pads they're using. And the tactical vest is the US Marine Corps ones as well. So I would literally was going through this trailer, watching the trailer, rewatching it, looking at all the unit outfits, trying to get what's going on. And so, because it's another new uniform, another new logo, I had to drop it down to another point. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would have put it down to a 9. But now I've got 8. Bits I love. Donna Noble, her sentence. Okay, when she turned around and just says, "Let's kick its butt," or "Let's kick its ass." Okay, absolutely.
Mark, I'm going to hold you right there for a second because we're going to say goodbye to Nick Smith. Don't forget to check him out on the Cosmic Mask. When's the new episode? When's the new edition coming out, brother?
Ooh, probably October. Yeah, we're prepping the big one for the anniversary.
Gotcha. And check him out at Nick's Films. So thank you, Nick, for coming on out there. We'll see you next time, brother.
See you then.
Goodbye. Let's go ahead and bring back the Candyman. So I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I did manage to upload it. So there you go.
Right, so that's a new unit logo, which is very similar to Moffat's one. If I can find it somewhere, if I've got it. No, have I got it?
Yeah.
So Moffat's logo. I can find it. Man, I was glad when the unit was just one logo. And that's a Moffat unit. Very similar, but it's got less wings on it. And it's very done really simple.
And I put that back up. I'm just going to put this picture back up. If you can put it to the side.
Yeah,
so people can see there you go.
Yeah, nice.
So people can see the difference. So
it took off all the countries.
Yeah, and reduce the wingspan as well.
Well, remember they had a budget issue, and I'm sure they had to cut out some of the wings for the budget on the Stark Tower.
Probably.
So
see, I prefer the original one. I prefer the normal
classic.
I like
classic unit one.
Yeah.
I remember go something like Power of the Doctor and go like. I got too many unit badges. And that's just crazy to design.
Yeah.
Or get someone to design for you. But on the whole, I thought the production on it, I love the, whether or not you're going to call it the toy maker or the celestial toy maker, is your choice. Mm-hmm. But at the end, when he's holding the strings, and I'm wondering whether or not he's puppying both the Tennant and Donna Noble. And in the after party, I will let you know my fan theory. And it's just a theory, and it's way out there, completely out there. So that will be interesting. Some of the panelists knows my little theory about what I think about Donna Noble and what I think. So that's about it. And I think that's really what I have to say about the episode. I absolutely enjoyed this one. I can see how much the budget has literally, they just put it on the special effects, the explosions and stuff like that. What I don't want to see, which is my downfall, when people do that in 10, 15 years, when the special effects get better, is it going to age? And that's...
Possibly. Yeah, I see what you're coming from. Or they knock off the wings of the unit logo. So
yeah, I have to get another logo.
And we've got to mention, we got to talk about this because Trickopedia, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm glad Bernard Cribbins is still in it and he got to finish filming. Yeah. So I'm really looking to see, the last moments of, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the last thing that Bernard Cribbins did, right? As far as...
Yeah, it is. It's his last thing he did before he passed away.
Gotcha. Roger jumps in and he says, isn't the museum hosting the Doctor Who 60th anniversary art exhibit in Somerset, Andrew? I think the question was for Andrew, but if anybody knows about that,
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. I do. Yeah. Western Supermare have got like a Doctor Who anniversary thing going on. I mainly think it's art, but yeah, they've got something going on. I actually think entry's free. and it starts like 21st of October until the new year.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
I think there was a question from Roger for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the. There have been just so many, and I'm jumping around out here. If there is one, I'll try to get to it.
Well, Roger, I will get back to you.
I think it was something about how much those uniforms cost.
It varies.
Trying to find it.
Yeah. I think I saw a flash for a second.
Right.
If I find it, I promise I will post it.
Right. Okay. So Roger's put in how much do those uniforms cost in sorting to Candyman. It varies. I try to do everything on a budget. I check out my local army surplus stores. Charity shops are a really good place to get bargains from. And eBay are the best places where I get most of my stuff in. Most of the stuff is either ex-police surplus, right, especially with the Russell T Davies eras, Moffat eras, and stuff like that.
That's what he said,
Roger. It's all ex-police, pre-New Who, which is all the army stuff, and some of Sarah Jane's. That's all ex-surplus stuff. And it's just trying to go online, have a look in it, have a look in what you see on the screen, and then comparing it what it looks like in the on the eBay and see if it's matches the same, match the pockets, match the shape, does it fit you? Yeah, if we go on, get it for it. The badges, I tend to get them custom made from eBay, and then that's how I get my things. So on the whole, I'll probably spend a lot, but individually, it'll be like a tenner, 20, 30 quid. They'll do it all on the cheap. So I hope that answers your question, Roger.
Gotcha. Well, we're actually heading into the after party. This is interesting because we still got 3 more reviews to do going into the after party. So
we don't have lots to say.
Everybody has a lot to say. I'm just gonna let me just jump it in, and people, you can still chat. For those of you not familiar with the after party, we're gonna add an additional 30 minutes to our show. Yeah, we're normally an hour, but the after party was created because we would have guests on, and not everybody got their question in. So if the guests that we had, like last time we had Eric Roberts and his wife on the show, we will continue on if they want to stay on to the after party. The show's normally an hour, but now we've gone 90 for whatever reason. And yet it is. I was around during David Tennant's original run, so I'm unspeakably excited to experience what everyone else must have been watching his episodes live. Roger says, "I'm glad the strike's finally, the writer's strike is finally over, or at least it's coming to an end there."
Fingers crossed.
So
it's not done
fingers
yet.
crossed there. Close. Exactly. Guys, keep your chattings going on because we're just going to go jump into the after party, and then Kevo, Jess, and myself will be giving our reviews on the trailer. Again, don't forget, for those of you listening to us on audio, this is why I need David. So badly. I'm gonna confess, I am just horrible. Don't forget to go on our Facebook page. We are 71,500. We are halfway up to the 72 marker and climbing rapidly. 71,000 Whovians subscribe to our Facebook page. You guys are crazy, and I love each and every one of you for out there. If you're listening or you want to listen to our podcast, iHeartRadio, Sci-Fi.radio, Odyssey, Spotify, Spreaker, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, you can listen to us as well. And I've been listening to us on Spotify just for giggles out there, as well as don't forget to right now you can youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. For those of you still watching, stick around. We are going to continue on. For those of you listening on the audio, it might cut off, so I apologize in advance, but you can continue watching on our YouTube and our Facebook page and streaming. We will just be right back after this little bumper, and we'll continue our discussion with Jess, Kevo, and myself. Here we go. Folks, keep chatting. See if Melanie has something to yell at me about when I try to keep up with the chats out there.
Yeah,
so we'll continue on in the after. I'm hoping. She said she was going to be on, but she might have bailed. I know she was doing some stuff.
She got places to be.
She got places to be, and Dave's got a show
now.
after us.
She
I
doesn't
know,
need this
really.
little show anymore. You know?
Yeah, she'll be back. I need her. I love her.
Next time, Christian, I will say when I do the Mothman Festival next time, I am bringing the TARDIS. Because we have to have the TARDIS meet Mothman. That's
fair enough for me.
That
If he
must
survives
happen.
the Mothman.
That must happen. The statue was getting so much love, and I'm like, oh man, if only the TARDIS there. But there were a lot of Whovians there. I was very happy about that. So
that's cool. Well, I'm just going to bring this up because Shirley was in the chats out there. If you haven't visited Pandorica Restaurant and out there in New York and New England, they're having Sylvester McCoy show up on November 30th. So if you want to go out there, that's going to be loads of fun. I've always told people about my Sylvester story, and everybody gets a good laugh out of it.
Everybody has a Sylvester story. And you got to see him if he's on this side of the pond.
Tom, can you explain this one? This is the third toy maker? Is there a second one that I missed up?
Maybe the audios.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because there was
I was like Michael
story.
Go, and who else is there? Yeah,
there was a lost story that was supposed to be for the Colin Baker
Nightmare Fair
season that didn't happen. So and I guess they did it as a big finish.
Yeah, Nightmare Fair. I forgot about that. Yeah,
it was a pretty good story, but now we at least the toy maker said he'd be back, or the doctor Hartnell said he'd be back, and now we got him back. So.
Gotcha. So in our ratings, the next person up is going to be our new friend, the lovely Jess. She rated it an 8. Jess, talk to us. What did you like? What you didn't like about the trailer?
Oh, well, I loved it all. To be honest, the amount of times I watched it, just sat staring at it, like not taking anything in, but purely David Tennant. I really like the fact that it seemed that it's not showing everything. Like Mark mentioned earlier, how sometimes trailers they basically tell you everything. I feel with this that it's not from every episode. I think they've left out like episode 2 or something, which makes me really excited because obviously you're not seeing everything, which is good. It keeps us tuning in. Absolutely love Donna Noble and iconic lines. The marching in the sheds and kick the arse and all that. I'm just really excited. Yeah. I know it got some stick, did it not? Because some complaints because she used the word arse, but it's like it's British. That's what we say, So, it looks a lot of fun. Just David Tennant, I'm just so pumped to see him again. He is a phenomenal actor. I can't name you anything bad he's been in. So like when you see him and like when you see him be really happy, then you see him like be really sad. I think it's going to be emotional, which I'm not ready for. Anyone knows me, I tend to cry a lot, especially at Doctor Who. So
they're setting it up. It seems that's something we know. Destiny is, if there is a Destiny, it's going to be Donna Noble. What do you think that means?
Yeah. I don't know. I've got some questions. Like this is. Like, because everyone's like, how are they going to get around Donna meeting the Doctor again? But does she not remember in David Tennant's final episodes, is it The End of the World or something, where she turns into John Sims' master and he left the
End of Time.
Mechanism. End of Time, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was left with the defense mechanism at that point. Have I missed something completely with that?
No, we just don't know what it is yet. So many people are questioning it, and I'm like, it's going to happen. Whatever it's going to be is what it'll be.
It'll be
I'm not puzzling. Yeah, everyone who's puzzling over it, I'm like, it's TV. It's going to be something. Repeat to yourself, it's just a show.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it kind of feels like it's already happened. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, what's it going to be? I thought it happened. I thought she knows who he is and she survived. But
no, you didn't miss anything. It's just weird.
Unless the ultimate thing is she actually does do Anadric style.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be well shocking if they did that. But it's possible.
That'd be great.
I mean, I'd like them to bring it back. It sounds really harsh, and I don't like seeing any characters die. But I think sometimes you lose something when you keep bringing them back and back and back, and it's like kill them off. Give us something different. Give us an Adric. Give us, because you keep bringing them back. It kind of gets a little I think, repetitive and a little bit boring.
I mean, how many times did they bring back Rory? I mean, Rory came back like at least what 7 every week. It was no, Rory's dead again.
Yeah. What about Clark?
Well, he is the South Park Kenny of the damn show. So I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I think that's slightly different though, because it was like, you know, his run. It wasn't like, as much as I love the character Rose, she came back after so long. It's like leave them, you know.
Yeah.
It's like bringing back the Daleks every 2 seconds. It's like
right, if you bring back
give us time without
Rose,
it.
Yeah, it to me it would be the same thing if you don't have a good story behind it.
Yes, yeah.
To bring them back over and over and over, like Rose. I mean, like, yeah, if you now she's the moment, and it's just like you're really pushing this much.
Yeah.
To me, it would be no different if whoever saw Torchwood Miracle Day, if all of a sudden Ianto came back.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really have a chintzy or stupid story behind it, then it really kills what happened in that storyline. The emotion that the two of them had together, and that Captain Jack had to watch him die as he was dying again. So, I mean, if you're not going to have that dynamic, if you're going to bring it back, you better have a good reason you're bringing it back, or get somebody else.
Yeah.
I know a lot of criticism of the 60th was people were saying to me, why aren't they starting with Shooty? Why wouldn't they just start Shooty with the 60th and make this a grand tour? And then Shooty, you know, they could have all the doctors come back. And what a way to introduce Shooty than have all the doctors there. Like, what was that? The
Edge of Guardians of the Edge.
Guardians of the Edge.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that would be an awesome thing where they would bring it in. And hey, Dave.
if you're gonna call me out, I might as well just fine. I haven't started my own stream yet. I'll just come in.
There you go. But what was there anything that you were expecting, Jess, about the trailer, or was it?
No, I'd like to go into these.
Everything?
Yeah, I mean, besides not seeing Matt Smith, which is always a disappointment. No, I'm joking.
No, sure.
Have to get that in there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's.
There you go.
I wasn't expecting anything.
Finally caught up.
But I loved it. I think there's so much that they haven't told us, and
Hey, Denny.
They've only given us a little bit, which I'm really excited for. That's the reason why I gave it an 8. I feel bad if I gave it a 10, because I don't think I gave the 50th in my own little review. I don't think I gave that a complete 10, so I went 8.
Dave, can you do me a favor? I know. Can you take on the chats? This is.
Where are we?
Holding. I'm going to go back to here to Andrew's. There's a scene that means touching there. So
is this one here?
Yeah, there you go. And just running across there. Thank you, Jess, and thank you. That was an awesome review. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, give it a thumbs up, or give a like, or just just type in the word Jess if you really like her review. We want to keep her here, because she's going to be a new item in addition to our lovely Whovian family here at the Traveling TARDIS. And without further ado, Kevo, you're up.
I was
give it 8.5.
I was arbitrarily assigned an 8.5. I'm an 8.5. Wink. I really agree with what Jess was saying. I hear Mark's concerns that some of the bigger moments that were in the trailer are potentially the big moments and that they were given away. I really hope that they weren't. I really hope that those are actually ultimately small moments. Like, I hope the giant gun on top of Avengers Tower is actually just how we meet Neil Patrick Harris's character, and that there are bigger moments to come and that they didn't just give it all away. I don't want to speculate too much about what we don't know too early on. I don't want to get, too upset or disappointed. I just want to get excited about the things that we do know. I'm excited to see David Tennant play a new version of the Doctor. I'm excited to see Donna back. I'm so excited to see Russell T. Davies back. As a queer creator myself, I'm really excited to see someone who is an idol of mine, the creator of Queer as Folk, and more recently, It's a Sin, coming back, and his first power move being giving Donna Noble a trans daughter. And that's really cool. And the fact that we have Neil Patrick Harris, that we have Jinx Monsoon coming in, that we have even Jonathan Groff coming in. he is really, making his statement and putting his mark back on the series. He did what he could back in 2005, which wasn't much. And I think that, I think he's going to feel more empowered with what a lot of people have done since he left Doctor Who. We had Missy and we had the 13th Doctor. I think that now he's going to be like, okay, well, buckle up because I'm Russell T. Davies and you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm even excited for, I know that Mark loves that term member berries. I didn't mean to roll my eyes before, but we watch Doctor Who for the nostalgia, don't we? We watch it for history, and I love these things. And Carl Collins coming back as Sean Temple, even something like that. The guy was in 2 episodes in 2008. That is such a deep cut to get the original actor back. And that is so cool. And seeing Sylvia Noble again, getting that moment with Wolf, whatever it's going to be that we end up getting, is really awesome. So I love seeing the things that are nostalgic, and I love the things that we are projected to be getting in the future. I just think everything looks really great, and I am really excited to see all the cool things that are in store for us. The only reason that I really dinged this down, because I even felt like it was a lot of stuff we'd already seen. It was a lot of footage we already knew. We've known he was going to be the Celestial Toy Maker since summer 2022, really, when he posted that Instagram picture. I just wish we'd gotten dates. It's September. I want dates.
Yeah.
And we went through this last year with the Power of the Doctor. I remember, Christian, you were very upset that we were not getting the release date up until we got it. It is just what they do. But it's also Disney now, right? So, I don't know.
Well, it's more to the fact that not only that, but I like when we do our reviews and stuff, when we do some live stuff, when we try to get the panelists here. Now I got to tell them.
You want to be prepared, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be prepared for. Listen, we want to give you a good review. We don't want to be slapdashing it and putting it together at the last minute. We want everybody who wants to be here to do the review, and we want to put on a good show and be honest.
We want to book our appearances around this, so we don't
exactly. So we're not.
It's bad enough that the anniversary is on American Thanksgiving. We're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, that's the tough. So we're going to probably rely on Dave and Jess and Mark while we're all eating turkey. They're going what are these jerks? Why are
I'm an orphan.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Brett? Should we do something absolutely just extra cheeky?
Yeah, why not?
We'll figure something out.
I'll be sitting here with a turkey leg, just like I'm at a theme park. And
Mark, are you joining us next week?
Which next week? I don't. Which Mark?
Sorry, which Mark? Really, either of you. But we were having the conversation with Robinson.
This is why
when Nisha Butt dialed us.
The Candyman. Okay.
Yes, Candyman. Are you coming on to show off for Canadian Thanksgiving?
Yeah, if you want me to.
If you can stream from your kitchen and have something to show off, then yes.
I just get candy. That's all I need.
I'm in.
So, Jess, the last few years,
I'll give him the bell curve because we don't have the candies that he has there. So
this is true.
I mean,
Jess, the last few years for American Thanksgiving, or as you and I would call it, Thursday, we've been doing a foodie episode. This year, we're going to do it for Canadian Thanksgiving. We're going to do it a week before, just before Canadian Thanksgiving, which is on a Monday, as this long weekend should be. But on the 10th, on the 9th, on the 10th, we might have another guest tentatively. So, yes, we're going to be doing a foodie episode next week if Christian hasn't already mentioned it. And apparently, we have ice. We have ice, Candyman. That's not unique. That's not. In fact, I'm surprised we don't have snow yet here. So,
yeah, you guys should be getting close. I was in Virginia and it was already starting to get a little chilly. So.
The Edmonton Expo was a couple weeks ago, and the joke has always been the first snow of the year is Edmonton Expo. Even the media guests were making this joke, going, "Where's the snow?"
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! Here we go.
Oh, watching the
parade. Here we go. It comes.
Right. So I've got 2 bowls. One with steaming hot water.
Ah.
Okay. Which is, as you can see, steaming.
That's already too much work for
me.
And then you put it in cold water.
So you're blanching it like a boiled potato.
What is blanching?
That's when you boil something and then put it in ice water. That's why vegetables always taste so crisp at restaurants.
And then what you do, this is how you get a perfect British berry mold. You put it on your head while it's still wet. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
And you imagine the
That's what you sign up for?
Yeah. This is British Army style and cadets.
All right. No, I can't do it dry, so that's no good. I look like Chef Boyardee when I put this hat on. Right?
Cap over left eye. Mark.
When I look like that, it's Chef Boyardee. Unit chef. But yeah.
See,
right.
Andrew knows that's the way you fit a berry. You
All
literally
right,
use hot
so
cold
like-
water.
No, just done.
And you just literally hold it on there until it dries.
Okay.
And that's how you get it. And then what you do, you rough it forward and you put it aside, and that's when you get the ripples coming through.
You say the boys in the military are got bags of ice and hot water ready to go, and that's how they get dressed?
No, once you've done it once, that'll be it. That'll be molded. And
All right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Over and over again. Oh.
So you only do that one
That makes
time, and
That
that's how
makes
you
sense.
mold it. And you just literally just wear it until it dries. And like Andy, anyone who's served in the British Army or Air Cadets, that's how you get told how to do the beret. I'm not sure if it's the same in the US. I'd be interested to know how how the US mold their berets, or Canada.
I don't have that answer.
Okay.
I don't.
No. Yep.
No.
We go hatless.
No. We have berets. I've
No,
never
you got
served.
your- you
I've never
got
been a
your,
cadet.
Christian
and my only family member that did has passed away. So I have no clue on that particular answer. I've also never seen them being quite that good, however. So
it does look good.
And the most important bit while you're doing this is become half a dent and have your trusty towel.
Towel. You gotta have your towel.
You've got to have your towel. It's the lifesaver. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you just get drips down the back of your neck, and it just literally
It's not the size; it's what you do with it. So,
Are you just now laughing at me, Jess? This is what I do before our shows when we go live.
Denny, thank you
She's
so
never
much.
coming back. She's never
Denny-
coming back.
Denny, thank you so much for a super chat. $2.99. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That will go to the water bill that Mark just ran up and the ice we just used up over there. So thank you, Denny. And if anybody wants to help out with the show, you're more than welcome to hit us up with the super chat out there. Totally appreciate it. Thank you so much, Denny. And always don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel there you go. Thank you. Yes. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS over here. I think that's everybody but me, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'd say I've got to go soon, but I want to hear your review, man.
All righty. And here's the thing. It was kind of like Doctor Who and the Pirates. I gave it a 7.5. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It got me excited. It was almost like a Marvel movie. If you had Stark Towers as the unit tower out there. I think I'm just a little bit, and I know people have been saying, well, Christian, get over it, but you can't because you have a bad taste in your mouth. I'm still chibnalled, for a better term. And, I kind of go with the Ronald Reagan quote, trust but verify. So, and some of the trailer stuff we saw in the teasers, and they kind of moved it in there. I'm excited, but like I said, I'm kind of trust but verify, and that was kind of what was pulling me down. It was just like, well, I still have a bad taste in my mouth, and that's not fair to the trailer. The trailer I thought was incredible. I think it's one of the best trailers that we've seen come out, but what you could tell now they've got this, the Sony budget now that they've got, and you can see really it excited me. I like Beep the Meep. because I was a fan of the ratings war, and I've always wanted to see him cross over. I'd like to see more Big Finish crossover.
Frobisher.
Frobisher, yeah, exactly. Frobisher, what's he doing these days? Also, you know what? Why not? Bernie Summerfield. Bring in Lisa Bowerman for an episode or two. I mean, we got so many great Big Finish stuff. If you're going to bring in Beat the Meat, let's test out the water. Some of the things we got. Melanie Bush coming back.
Characters.
characters.
Jago and Lightfoot.
I just, like I said, Jago and Lightfoot. Yeah, but Jago's not around anymore, right?
No, Lightfoot's not around anymore.
Lightfoot.
But they could do something.
I know they could always.
They got that robot money now.
I'm still Paternoster gang. I'm still holding the vice president chair. That the Paternoster gang should make one more comeback at least.
Definitely.
I feel that.
But because they were
tracks.
It was for fun, and they were always for fun. But like I said, I think that number is dragging me down because of what what we had endured. Some people liked it, a lot of people didn't, and I'm on that camp. So as I walk through, I think one of the other things that kind of dragged it down for me was I don't know why I'm conflating the two, but the Doomsday series. After everything that we've come out from going into the new series, we saw that trailer from Doomsday, and I was asking people, is anybody following this? And I was like, maybe one or two people. And, I was like, we just went through Time Lord Victorious, and that was David Tennant, and that didn't do well. It fizzled out. So I was like, to jump into another one where we had the multi-stream, kind of kicked me in. I was like, oh, I'm not impressed with this trailer. So I really want, Sony and Disney budget. And so I don't know if it's Disney yet, but we definitely know it's Sony budget. I'm excited. I'm ready to take it. Like I said, I think I just have a bitter taste from the last couple of years, and I'm trying to shake it off as best I can. I want to go, okay, we got RTV back. We got a budget that Doctor Who rightfully deserves and needs, and now hopefully special effects that we will see. What kind of magic can we pull off? And I'm just kind of treading the line to, like, I don't want to get bitten again. I want to enjoy what I see and not sit there and go like, God, I just want to I want to appreciate a Doctor Who episode, not get through it. Not so I'm coming over here going like, okay, well, we got to review this because this is part of the deal. I am hoping those 3 episodes will do it. But again, some of the things like, okay, when are the dates? We know possibly November the 23rd. That's Doctor Who's birthday. But is it going to be right behind each other? Are they going to be weeks away? Is it going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? What is going on? I read from the Roger says, I read that former Prime Minister Harry Jones might be in the 60th anniversary. How?
There was a bit in
time travel. This
Russell
is a time travel
T.
show, Christian.
Well, Russell T also wrote that they did those 66 verses of Doctor Who, the poetry book.
Yeah.
And there's a bit about Harriet Jones, and there's a cute bit Russell T put in it where she's escaping out the window when the Daleks are coming in the door to kill her, and that's why it cuts and she's not there.
Yeah, he said that before, like a trap door.
He said that's canon in his mind.
Yep.
So that's why, and she was, I guess the new Doomsday thing, they were mentioning the signal, her network, her subway network.
The subway network. Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, this means she's back." I'm like, you might as well confirm Half-Life 3 from Valve. It's just you're putting pieces together that make no sense. Yeah.
I gotta say, and I'm hoping I think I at least speak for maybe Mark and possibly Dave here. I do like the memory berries, Jess. I love them. When they do bring in the classic Who, when they do bring in classic companions, there was somebody, I remember I was watching on Twitter X, and she was upset that I don't understand why they're bringing back so-and-so. Why are they doing this? I said, I don't see this as a bringing back, especially for our new generation. For us, they're bringing somebody back, but for the new generation, it's a new character in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it'd be great that they have a backstory, because you know what
100%.
What Whovians do from 2005 on, the new Whovians, when there's a break, they go back. They go, oh, wait, Melanie Bush is here. Why don't I check out what happened to her between the 6th and the 7th Doctor? They go back.
She screamed a lot.
Yeah, that's a was. And Big Finish had to straighten that up when they finally used her computer skills. I thought that was great. So, and Holden says, great analogy, sir. I've still got it. But there's a lot of Whovians that I know. There's a lot of people that
flash all of his comments.
But there's a lot of people who left. I know exactly when they left. They told me. They said, okay, this is the episode, this moment, I'm not coming back. I'm like, God. And that's what I want to do. If we're going to come back, I want us all to come back. I want us to be happy what's going on. I'm putting my faith in Russell T that he knows what he's doing, and we're going to have a good time coming back. Like I said, I'm just for myself. I'm damaged goods from what happened recently, but I'm okay. I love Doctor Who. I'm going to try my best to move forward, and I'm going to enjoy the moments that I love. And if there are things that we don't, we'll come out here. What's that, Mark?
I said, the things you don't like, avoid it.
Exactly.
We've got 60 years of Doctor Who.
Exactly. If I don't like what I like, it's just like social media. If I don't like what I see, scroll right past it.
Yeah, there's always a new Big Finish release every other week.
Exactly. And I actually, I went and we're going to be reviewing a Big Finish. I can't wait. I went ahead and bought it. I actually got the physical copy. It is one of the Once and Again, and it stars David Tennant's the 10th Doctor and has Missy in it.
Yes.
I got to get this one.
Yeah.
I got to get this one. I got to review.
So.
Jim asked, do we have any of us have Discord? Did anybody want to shout out on the Discord?
I think he means, do we have a Discord for the show?
For the show, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We don't for the show. Please.
No, we do, but it's not. It's not. It's kind of like our Twitch. It's there.
It's worse than our Twitch. Our Twitch stuff actually happens.
We have a Discord. It's just in. It's kind of like our Twitch. I'm like we bunk it once we get.
We need a super fan to run it for us. Is what we need. So
yeah.
Okay, guys.
My Discord got hacked, and I never bothered to get it back again. It was just a pain in my ass.
I'm just being honest. Between X, between Facebook, between YouTube, between now Threads, and I just I can't keep up with it. I got to pick my top 5, and we got Instagram too. If you guys want to check it out, I'm on Discord, but I don't use it. The only reason why I even got on it is because Doctor Who Worlds Apart is constantly doing stuff on there, and that's what we got out there. So. I'm back. Watch the Awesome Joe says I'm back. Watch the trailer. Oh my God, looks so cool. But most of it looked like a fan-made trailer. Ouch! Can't wait to see these two together. Okay. And Roger says with Moffat back as a writer, we might get River Song back flirting with 15 at Ruby.
Flirting with 15. That's gonna be weird.
I don't know. It depends. It depends upon.
14, so
it really depends upon Shudi's interpretation of how he's going to play that role.
I can't see him playing 20 years older than he is.
No.
When we had Matt Smith. Well, we had Matt Smith. What was he? 20 something, and
yeah, but she wasn't that. Like I said, we're now a lot. She looks a lot older than she did when she came in to begin with, and that's not a criticism of her or her looks or anything. Just that
it's just time.
No, but
Judy will look like a baby compared by comparison.
But we all remember the legs and nose and Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah.
So it's like it was hinted in there. So
I love River Song. Don't get me wrong. I want to see her back. That's just going to be weird.
I would like to see anybody. Like I said, I'll bring them back. Bring them all back. But have a good story if you're going to bring them back. That's all I ask.
I maintain that I still want Ace to come back with
Mr. Smith.
Why did I just lose his name? Grandpa.
They're still talking that Grandpa?
The companion.
Ryan's grandpa?
Yes, Ryan's grandpa.
Oh, Graham.
Yeah. My brain's saying Grant, and I know that's wrong.
You mean Gregory Walsh?
I'm going to chastise you in the chat.
Yeah. That's how memorable the 14's companions were. So we know them by their actor names.
Yeah,
I like Graham.
I did too. That's what I'm just saying. He was
Graham.
the one,
yes,
so.
right.
Yeah, but Anyway, gang, I have to go put my beret in ice water and clean it first.
Hot water.
You have to record it. You have to
and then ice
Facebook
it,
Live it
right.
for us.
And then
or
mold
else
it to my head.
It didn't happen.
So,
Pretty much, yeah.
But I've got to run, gang. Thank you so much. It's been
Thanks,
a pleasure.
Great seeing you for a few minutes there, man.
It was good seeing you, Dave. I've got a couple modules for you at some point for old Fossa. So
probably
MegaCon, maybe.
Theoretically, hopefully Pensacon.
Oh, Pensa, maybe. Yeah. Pensa's still up in the air for me too. So
they haven't got back to us, and I've got stuff out east in the weeks right after that. So I'm just gonna drive across the continent to Pensacon.
Sweet. All right, well, gang, have fun. Catch Eerie Travels twice a week on all your favorite podcast channels. Peace out and unit ho. So all right, bye.
Unit what?
I was trying to say Yo Joe.
What'd you call it?
I was like, that's the wrong show.
So. It is. Your
other Mark's going to kick your arse.
Yes.
It would be no different between the age of Shooty and it's okay. There wouldn't be no difference between the age of Shooty and Alex.
Okay.
There was between her and Matt. Jess, what do you think about that? I'm trying to figure out what that question is that Jim has for Jess.
I'm guessing the Shooty and Alex thing, but
okay. What do you think about the age difference, Jess? There you go.
Well, it'll be no different to her and Matt. I don't mind them bringing back River because, I mean, that's just her story, though, isn't it? Like she's forever. That makes sense. For her to flirt with Shooty, I mean, that's just River. I mean, you know, if River's not flirting with someone, then you know it's not River. So that's all I'm saying on that. So I'd like to see her back. She was good. I really enjoyed her. So. Yeah.
Crimea River says.
Boo.
Oh yeah.
Else why is that not a hashtag?
So
all right. Well,
I'll come up with this theory, and I've spoken to panels. I want the audience to know this. This is a fan theory, my own theory, and it's so far out of the ballpark. It's insane, but it's Doctor Who, so anything's possible. What happens if you think that David Tennant isn't the Doctor, but Donna Noble is, and the 3 films is actually the Doctor's trying to get the memories back from Donna to make him complete, and Donna regenerates into Shooty. So while we were watching Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and Jodie Whittaker, that's not really been the Doctor. It's just been like a meta first of the Doctor, and Donna Noble is the actual Doctor.
Yeah. I think that's a bit.
It's still processing. Yeah, it's still processing, but weirder things have happened.
Because in the story with the Ood, and where Jess was mentioned earlier on, that the Doctor Donna. So I'm wondering whether or not Russell T Davies will go and carry on from Dr. Donna.
Okay. No kidding, man. No.
Would it not make more sense for Ten had another one that ran off to the parallel Earth with Rose, Metacrisis.
Yeah, the Metacrisis.
Would it not make more sense for that to be him rather than Donna? Because Donna's technically human, he's half and half.
That's a good question. Who were we actually watching?
God, do we need a part 2 for this episode? well, we're probably going to have a rumors theory and speculation before the show, before we relate up. Nico said this is an interest. Oh, Roger says interest. Will you stop it? Sorry, I can't take you to anywhere. That would give the haters an excuse to wipe out the eras they didn't like. Okay, well,
that's fair.
Yeah, but Smith, that's the thing. He wouldn't wipe out Smith. He probably wouldn't wipe out Capaldi. I don't think he'd wipe out Whittaker. So, and even if he would wipe her out, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I
can't see it.
Be more childish.
I think he's going to try to. Hopefully, he ties up some of the loose ends. Like everybody's going like, well, he's going to address the timeless child. He's not going to do it. And it's just like, like I said, I'm trusting but verifying, and I'm just going to trust the boat that I'm hoping on, and hopefully it'll never sink. and hopefully we'll never have the wilderness years again. I'm really ecstatic that we're on a streaming service like Disney Plus. See what they would do out there. It does kind of scare me a little bit, but hey, change is always scary. Yeah.
Could you find out whether or not the streaming service on Disney in the US is just going to be from this generation of who? Or
to my knowledge,
we still don't have.
We don't really have a solid answer.
Yeah.
It sounds like yes, guaranteed it'll be 14, 15. Sounds like probably 9 forward. And that 8 back may or may not be there immediately or at all.
Yeah, because I thought there was another service holding 8, 9.
Like
one, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't.
Well, right now, BritBox is holding all the classics.
Yeah,
from what I understand, BritBox, and if for some odd reason, I hope they don't do it. Pluto TV, you can watch it there. It's streaming live. You just can't pick the episode. It just continuously runs, and so if you want to watch Classic Who, best place to go to is Pluto TV, and you don't want to pay for it. They actually have a separate channel that completely runs. You just can't pick the episode. You're just going to watch a random episode that they pull out.
And for the UK audience, BritBox is being now merged with ITVX Premium.
Yeah, still got to pay for it though.
Alrighty, so everybody, end of the show. Next week, the foodie episode, the Canadian Thanksgiving Day special. Thank you so much, Jess, for coming on over here. What do you think? You gonna stick around? Or
yeah, well, thank you for having me for the starters, and I really enjoyed myself. I'll come back for sure. I really enjoyed it.
Yay! Got it there. Well, hoping Jess will be with us next week when we do the foodie special. We're going to see the Candyman next week. We're going to see Papa Rot's Dave Chapman from the rathole.ca, and of course, always catch Kevo Rayleigh over on X's for Show and Husbands Talking More or Less. We're going to go ahead and run the show out. And for those of you who may be new, don't forget to say goodbye at the end of the show so we can get your chats on. And don't forget to check out Mr. Dave Chapman. He is going live. Talk to us, Dave, before I go ahead.
I was going to say that, but before I do anything, because you didn't get my rating, I'll keep it short. 3. 1 for each of the episode dates we didn't get.
Yeah, and that is
okay.
Fair.
That one I will
end of that. But
fair.
With that salt having been done, yes, I'll be over very shortly over on twitch.tv/therathole, DOTCA. I'll be streaming. I'm not entirely sure. I definitely have. I'm going to do some more Self-Careless. This is still an advanced copy, so I'm going to do a little bit of that. I got this cool maze card thing. I'll probably run some text adventures. This is a book, not the actual text adventures. Those will be on the computer. I've got my NES Classic hooked up. It'll be a little bit of a weird, off-the-cuff kind of an episode over there. I also just want to point out I'm wearing an orange shirt. This coming Saturday is Truth and Reconciliation Day here in Canada. So I wanted to just kind of throw that little bit of awareness there, just to bring it on a downer. Yes, our Thanksgiving has way less genocide. That doesn't mean we don't have it.
No.
In more or less the same eras. So this is a look up Orange Shirt Day. Look up Truth and Reconciliation in Canada. It is an entire long episode that we don't need to get into, but I just wanted to plop that in there. But yes, I'll be live over on Twitch. Donna looks so weird in this right there.
Oh my God, Jim says
the half face.
Come back, Jess. So you got.
But yes, I'll be live anywhere from. I'm going to try and aim to be on in about 10 minutes or so.
Gotcha there. Go over as soon as we end the show. Don't forget twitch.tv/therathole.ca. You can check out Dave over there. And plus, well, before you leave here, I got so many buttons. This is why I need you guys.
Yeah.
So many buttons. Let me go ahead and run this out over there. But before you leave and close the door, don't forget, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't, you can comment some more. Talk to each other throughout this because we want you to be part of the WHOniverse and the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Next week, we will see you. Tony, take us out.